Live from the Icebox Studio in Montgomeryville, Pennsylvania. This is the Bill and Corey Show.
I'm Bill.
And I'm Corey.
Welcome back. This is our Thanksgiving edition
Yes.
of our show. Someone didn't get the memo.
I forget.
This is also our 50th live episode. So it's we're halfway to 100. So we're going to probably a big celebration for 100. So we got some good questions for you today. We're going to start. First thing is, you want to put up the first graphic? We had a question, is this regulator still available for purchase? And it's an old one.
Yep.
This regulator, well, let me explain a little bit how to identify what a regulator is. One of the first things I do is look at the gauge. And I look at the gauge. It's hard to read the numbers, but they got...
you use some Windex on that.
Yeah, it's, I don't know about that. I think maybe it's just way beyond Windex. But if you look at some of those digits, you got 3-digit numbers on the lower end of the range. And it does kind of look like a 7, it's the lowest number, 760. So I look at that. When I see the 3 digits, I'm thinking, oh, it's a vacuum gauge. Mm-hmm. So... And then also looking at it, that looks like one of our industrial line regulators. And we do have...
an updated version of that.
Yeah, we do have an updated version of that. But we do have an industrial economy vacuum line regulator. This is the model 49. You want to put up the next slide? So that's the vacuum regulators. This is an old one. The prices gone up a little bit since then. This is this got discontinued. This over 40 years ago. So this is in the catalog from the late 70s. So yeah, we could still have it then. It's not obviously not available now.
No,
it's been replaced. This is the Model 49. It's been replaced by the 3491A. I'm about to kind of show you that right now. Okay. Yeah, it's got a big gauge on there. I want to zoom in on this. There we go. Okay, so this has a vacuum gauge on it. That's why the needle's typically down here for regular gauges at 0, but here it's 0, and then this is the vacuum range. So the range of this regulator is from 1 millimeter absolute, so that'd be like right down, it'd be like 750, minus 759, and then it'll go up to 1.8 psi. I don't know, this gauge goes up to 10, so it'll just be a little bit above. Yeah, it's a great regulator. Yeah, and this is used for vacuum service, so the gas inlet would be here.
Like at home when I vacuum my rug?
No,
not
when you're doing that.
vacuum.
If you got a vacuum chamber or something like that going on, not something I do. But if you have a vacuum chamber, you need to fill some subatmospheric gas in there. This customer wanted to do neon. I have no idea what they're doing, but yeah, this will work for neon. Inlets in the back, outlets in the bottom. It also comes with a hose barb, and that's minus 760 millimeters of mercury. So that's kind of like a full vacuum. It's forged brass, neoprene body. So yeah, we sell these things.
Strong endorsement.
Yeah. It's one of these things. It's a little bit different. We're used to selling cylinder regulators, and this is a line regulator. So that's the 3491. You can buy it. Where can you buy it, Corey?
You can go to store.mathesandgas.com and find it.
Yeah, we got it. We got them shipped same day, pretty much. If you don't order too late. This is a question here. They're looking for a torque value on disc fittings. So we're going to keep them bagged because it's ultra high integrity. Mm-hmm. And this question's for Corey.
Yeah. So this one, as you can see here, this disc fitting has a nickel washer. And so it's not like our typical, what's the typical, I can't even think of the...
Like a Teflon.
Like a Teflon.
Well, 320 would have Teflon.
Yeah.
Flat face fittings would have
yes.
Typically a Teflon.
So you want to make sure that you crank it down hard enough to get this to seal correctly. And so we have listed on our website, I do believe.
I don't know if we put torque thing on
there. We did torque on there? It was in our...
But the reason, you want to put up the next graphic for
yes,
the publication?
There we go. So here's the CGA handbook.
V17.
V17.
Standard.
2006. It was reaffirmed in 2022. And it tells you torque, how much you need to torque disc fittings. Can we go to the next? Does it have the...
No, there's no. We can.
oh yeah, we can't show.
You can take the graphic off. I'm going to show. Yeah, it's the torque you'd have. Reason why we're showing the CGA standard is you really should go to that because it's more than just a torque fitting for it. Because when you do any connection, any cylinder connection, you should pressurize it and do a leak check. You shouldn't just rely on, oh yes, I torqued it right.
Yes.
It should be good. Well, it's you need to leak check those things.
You need to leak check it and also obviously get a real torque wrench that tells you how much you're torquing. I know my arm's pretty good, but I don't know how much force it puts down. So.
But it's the numbers 35 to 40 foot-pounds to do on there. But you do need to pressurize it and leak check it.
Yeah, even if you get it down, because who knows, maybe you got something on the.
You better not have something on there.
Maybe when you were putting it on, you accidentally got some gunk. I don't know.
Oh, right,
something on it.
Did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that it might not make it seal as well. So you want to check for leaks.
And it's kind of interesting. You want to zoom in on this? Yeah, this is a bag we get from our vendor who makes the fittings. I don't know if you can really read that. But it tells you to look at CGA V17.
Oh, there you go.
For reference. It says, over torquing can damage sealing surfaces, reference CGA V17 2016.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I didn't even think of that till you mentioned is that over torquing could be a big problem. You could break it that way.
Yeah, or just not seal properly. It is a metal gasket, so it's not as forgiving as a Teflon one.
Oh, mass flow controller.
Next question, I kind of like we really have nice looking mass flow controllers. Want to zoom in on this? This is our 829 series mass flow controller. Got little vinyl caps on there. That's what we typically do. This is, yeah, it's great. We can handle a wide variety of flow ranges. And it's a great little thing. It's got the display on there. You can do all sorts of things. You can change the gas, set it. But we had a customer had this in corrosive gas service.
You know what specifically the gas was?
It was nitric oxide.
Okay, nitric oxide.
They had a nitric oxide service, and they wanted to send it back for calibration repair. And we don't take back things that are in corrosive gas service because it's probably corroded. And then we typically can't fix that.
Yeah, you can't fix a corroded thing typically.
You just buy a new one. Especially with the nitric oxide. This has seals in it. It probably chewed away at the seals in there. So yeah, 829 is a great unit. We do sell a corrosive gas service
version of this.
Yes,
it's not.
But
the corrosive version isn't on the online
you
store.
You can take the zoom out. Yeah, you can't. The corrosive service ones aren't available in the online store. Even if you use a corrosive service, and you use it with corrosive service, we're not going to be able to take it back to do any repairs and stuff on that. So it's probably best to buy a new one.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, 3D model for a gauge.
Yeah, next question is, we don't have anything to show because it's all electronic. So,
I was looking in there to look for something.
Yeah, sorry, we don't have that in there. Oh, so a customer is looking for a 3D model for a gauge.
And in fact, 10 minutes prior to this show starting, I had talked to a guy called me and he was looking for a 3D model for a regulator. Okay, so want to put up the next slide? Yeah, you want to talk about this one? So yeah. So obviously, we have helpfully circled the help center. So that's where you can get a lot of information if you click on it. And of course, down below, we have circled in red the 3D model. So if you could go to the next. And then here are a bunch of our 3D models for various regulators. And we have a big list of them. And we also, single stage versions, dual stage versions, a line version, lecture bottle regulators. We have them all up there. And I do believe we have every one that we sell on there. Or no, I knew that was a goal of ours.
It's I don't know if we have every single one, but we got just about every. Probably 95% of the ones that we sell are up there. And then if we're just showing you just an image of it, you can take it down. Yeah, we have other things too on there. We have switchovers, we have panels. You have We have gauges. We actually didn't have the gauge this person was looking for, so we had to get that. And
There you go.
send
And
it out to
yeah, a
them.
lot of times if we don't have it, you can always ask and we'll get it for you if we can.
Yeah, we have we get over 100 step files on there. Yeah, you want to put up the next? Okay. Yeah, this is I used a 3D viewer. So your step file you'd use for your AutoCAD stuff, or Creo or whatever you use for 3D drawings. So if you were to get one of these, you'd need a viewer to look at it.
Yes.
But people are doing CAD, just take it and put it in there.
Yeah, it's really nice.
So.
Even when I use CAD, I love being able to go to other people's places that have step files. Makes it easier on me as well. So.
Yeah, you can take the graphic down.
I even use our own step files when I draw things.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're easier to find than in the thousands of CAD files we have.
Yeah, you just go to online store.
Just go to online store and use it right there.
Yeah, it's very useful. So it's even useful for us. So you should buy stuff from there.
I should. Yeah.
Okay, last question today.
Is the not a CJ fitting?
No, it's not. It's on the C10 fitting again. So we had this, I think, last week or the week before. Yeah, this is a little thing for calibration gases. Probably not even worth it. Yeah, you want to zoom in on this? Yeah, so this is a little fitting. It goes in calibration gas cylinders, only like a couple hundred PSI. And they want to know about the inlet filter. There's a little inlet filter in there if you're really looking inside there. So they want to know about that filter. Well, the standard one, it's sintered 316 stainless steel, and it's a 40 micron filter, which is kind of a big.
I guess microns are small, but in the world of microns, 40 is pretty big.
That's pretty big. 40 is pretty big for microns. You can get ones down to 10, but a lot of times you'll see 40, and that'll get rid of your.
Well, and even our filters we have on our that we sell from us, a lot of times can have like 1 to 2 micron.
Or even less than a micron.
Or even less than a micron, yeah.
So. Okay, well, that's anybody type in any questions? No, none this week?
Well, hopefully that'll happen sometime. I think it's happened once or twice.
Yeah, it's happened a few times. So next week is Thanksgiving, so we're going to do a best of. We're not going to come in live in the studio for that. So we're going to do, pre-recorded.
Comatose on the couch after eating too much turkey.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a best of, just like everybody else in the broadcast business is doing best ofs next week.
We're in the broadcast business now.
Not many people going live. And then keep in mind, if you like doing podcast stuff and you want to listen to this on your podcast, you can go to your favorite podcast place and download it. And, you're taking a trip down to Grandma's, you want to listen to the Bill and Corey show on the way down?
I have a Podcast Addict app on my phone, and I can get the Bill and Corey show there.
We have like 2 hours up there. So
you don't get to look at our beautiful mugs, so that's the one downside.
Yeah, you can't see all the mugs or the equipment, but you get to hear us talk about tech support stuff. So tuning in 2 weeks from now for another live edition of the Bill and Corey Show.
Set your VCRs.